First of all, I'd like to say hello and good morning to all of my YouTube subscribers, to my many friends, and also to my many enemies. Once again, this is Roosevelt with an episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. This is Roosevelt Sounds Off Part 41. And I just came on here quickly on this morning. Today is the morning of June 13th, 2016. And I was coming on here to deal with a situation that was unique to me. Something that I am dealing with right now. And the situation that I am dealing with is, first of all, for many of y'all who don't know, by me being disabled or legally blind, I am qualified to participate in the state of Illinois' free ride program. Free ride program, for many of you who don't know, that was a program that was started by one of our former governors, Governor Rod Blagojevich, and I guess that they fought him on that like every step of the way, even before. And when he finally got it pushed through, because they didn't really want us, disabled people and elderly people to ride for free on the CTA here in Chicago. But when he ended up pushing it through, that's when they built a case against him, put him on trial, and then found him guilty and threw him in prison, first of all. But now that we do have the free ride program, I have been on the free ride program for the last year or two, and we are given these passes. And the passes, they expire like every few years or so. And the problem that I am having right now is that my pass, I'm going to hold it up the best way I can. Let me get through my pocket for it. To the camera, hopefully you'll be able to see. Now, it shows that this particular pass does not expire until June 30th. I'm going to hold it up. Hopefully everybody's able to see that and see that well. I'm holding it a little bit closer to the camera, so just in case you do have a problem seeing it. Now, this pass does not expire till June 30th of this year, which is in a few more weeks. But what I did was, since, many of you all do know that I had been out of town dealing with my father's surgery. And even before I came back, a couple of days before I came back, the exact day was on May 20th. But wait a minute, let me not go too far ahead of myself, first of all. Well, before I even left from Minnesota, a couple of days before I was due to leave on Minnesota, or go to Minnesota, because I had received the letter from the state of Illinois, I would say around April 11th. And that was just like a day before I was leaving, which was the evening of the 12th. And I had taken the letter with me, and what I did, the letter was letting me know that it was time for me to renew my RTA pass, because it was due, this one, which was gonna expire June 30th, is due to expire soon. So what I did on May 20th, this was like a day or two before I came back home to Chicago, I called the RTA office here in Chicago, and they had renewed it, via their computer, and they had sent me out a new pass, at least so they said. So I get back home here to Chicago, and so I'm waiting, because they always say it takes, 7 to 10 business days. So if you all do the math, 7 to 10 business days, if I ordered this thing up around May 20th, I should have been receiving it around May 27th, May 28th, or, somewhere around that. But I never did. So I was trying to give it some time, so I waited all the way until June 8th to call back in and find out like what happened. And the woman on the phone told me, well, according to our records, that the pass or the new pass has been sent out to you and everything. And so what they did was send me out another one on June 8th, they said that they had to remail it. So now I'm waiting on that one. But in the meantime, what they did through their computer was deactivate this pass. So even though I have a pass right here that says that this does not expire until June 30th of 2016, I got that right here. Right there. If you can see, hopefully the camera is picking it all up. Hoping I'm aiming it in the right direction because I want all of you out there to see. Even though I have this pass that says that this does not expire till June 30th, whenever you get on a CTA bus or CTA train, you have to use this little strip and you scan this card through the machine via this strip. So by them deactivating this pass, it shows that my account is invalid. Now you find some bus drivers, because it does say June 30th, 2016, in their eyes it's still good, so they will let you slide by. But you find many more who might not. I ran into that incident yesterday after church. Go to church and everything, have a nice time, enjoy the songs. It was Children's Day yesterday. The children, they did a good job in the program, heard a good inspiring word from the pastor. And soon as I get out the church and everything, go to 87th Street, here come the devil. I get on the bus, try to use this pass, and the driver, this is a black woman bus driver, which just seemed to be the worst, just like black women police officers. But I know that's a different topic, different time, different place, different video. Let's deal with the subject at hand. What happened was I get on the bus, I tried to scan this, and I show it, it doesn't work, of course. And she says something, she asked me, well, what's the, she speaks to me like this. Well, what's the matter with your pass? I said that I'm waiting on my new one. Well, that's the one you should be using. I was like, I'm waiting on it through the mail. I have not received it yet. Well, for right now, the fare is going to be $2.25. This is how she is speaking to me over a situation that's not even my fault. But yet I know in the end, if CTA drivers do this kind of a thing, that they're probably only doing their job, because it's some policy that they have that says that even though which is crazy, because they said that even though you have a pass that says, I have it right here, where it says it doesn't expire till June 30th. They have some kind of a stupid rule on CTA and L trains that if your pass does not work in their machine, that they can still deny you access and ask for you to pay a full fare, which is $2.25 each way. Every single time you get on a bus and a train, which in this days and economy, and many of us who even live on fixed incomes do not even have. But it basically is all stemming from the state of Illinois not doing what they're supposed to be doing. On Friday, I worked on this whole thing all day. I talked about this on Facebook. Well, I went as far as to even go downtown and talk to a supervisor in City Hall. And the main thing she could say is, well, Mr. Slaughter, it's nothing that we can do, until the new pass gets here. Until then, if you run across a driver like that, you probably just have to simply pay full fare. You're telling me I got to sit up and pay full fare even though I'm on the free ride program, and even though I have a pass right here that's telling me that it's good until June 30th? So right now, because of the state's little stupid blunder, it's hard to get around and everything right now, because you can't take a chance on every single time you get it's a gamble. you can't take a chance on every single time that you get on a bus or a train of them asking you and requesting you to pay full fare, all because your pass doesn't work in this stupid machine. And I'm a little bit more fired up about this today because right now I am not too well. A couple of weeks ago when I got back to Chicago, I've been having, even when I was out of town, I've been having a steady build-up of cold or phlegm in my throat. And I went a couple of weeks ago when I got back to Chicago to see my doctor. And he thought that it was just like an allergy problem. So he prescribed me some Claritin and a nasal spray. But it seemed like last night it was a constant problem of a steady buildup of phlegm in my throat. So I believe it's something deeper. So I really need to get to my doctor or get to the hospital. I can't do that. And I need some food from the store. I can't do that. I can't go anywhere or do anything like this. And I am not feeling the best at everything today, especially when it's a situation that is not even my fault. And these people in the state of Illinois screw up all the time. Case in point is last year I had a problem to where the strip on this pass got messed up, so I had to order a new card. So I was in the same predicament again last year. And they were supposed to mail the card to my house. What the state of Illinois does, without even telling me, they don't mail the card to my house or to my home. They go and mail it to the field office in downtown Chicago and don't even notify me that it's there. The only reason how come I even found out about the fact that it was there in the first place is because I used this card, because when you get on the metro trains, our suburban trains here in Chicago, you just show the pass to the conductor. You don't have to have it scanned. So I went downtown and I was trying to see like what was going on, and they found my pass in an envelope from the state of Illinois in the bottom of their drawer. They didn't even notify me the fact that it was there. These people in the state of Illinois screw up all the time. So one of my friends called me this morning and she told me, well, you can't get upset about the driver, doing her job, even though it was a better way that, that she could have spoke or, whatever, didn't have to act rude or disorderly. You can't blame her for doing her job. I mean, yes, she is right. But at the same time, my anger is much more at the state of Illinois and, the people who are much more in charge, who continue on to let this kind of stuff happen without even fixing it. So yes, that's how come I'm coming on here on this special episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off, because I need some help. I even talked to somebody on Facebook, one of my friends on Facebook yesterday, and she's a CTA bus driver, and she was telling me, well, if you get on the bus with a pass that's deactivated, we as drivers don't have any other choice but to make you pay full fare. We're just doing our jobs. I mean, but the state of Illinois could do a whole lot better than whatever it is that they're doing. It's crazy and it's stupid and it's contradictory and asinine on its face for somebody to tell me that I'm on the free ride program and I even have a pass in my hand that says that this pass does not expire until June 30th and that I'm still on the free ride program. But because they deactivated this pass and have not sent me my new one yet, as far as most drivers are concerned, as long as the pass doesn't work, you're not on the program, so they deactivated your account. So you got to pay full fare, $2.25 each way. If you got to take 2 or 3 buses, if you y'all do the math and see how much that will add up to be. I'm putting this out here because I'm going through it and everything right now, but I'm pretty sure it is many of you all out there who live here in Chicago who are on the free ride program, who are elderly and who are disabled, who had the same problem, are going through the same problem, or you could go through the same problem. This kind of thing, it needs to really, really be fixed. Because I know it could be like a small thing compared out to many other things, but this is something right now that's affecting me. It's affecting me right now because I need to get to my doctor or get to the hospital or do something. And right now, I'm not able to go without a driver possibly asking me or requesting a full fare. And at this point, I don't know what else to do except just to express my frustration to you all out there and to say that this thing really needs fixed. And if anybody has any ideas, please try to find a way to reach out to me and please let me know. And right now I'm going to end this video, and I would like to end this video also by saying on an unrelated topic that my heart and prayers do also go out to the families who lost their loved ones in that incident in Orlando, Florida, in a nightclub on late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. My prayers and condolences go out to the families, and hope that the Almighty will strengthen you all during this time. And please, for you all out there, pray for me in this situation. Pray for my health. Pray for my strength in trying to deal with the situation. Even though it's a very small situation, it's still something that affects me, because if it's a situation that comes up that's near and dear to your heart and something that affects you, yeah, it might not seem like a whole lot to other people, but it's very, very big to you. So pray for me as I get this situation going. And I think that we need some changes in the state of Illinois, and we need just to, you know, we just need changes as to how this kind of thing is done. Because I think that really what needs to happen is they should not deactivate an old pass until the new one has arrived to the person, and the person takes the pass down there to get it activated, and then you deactivate the old one. That's the way it should work. You should not deactivate this old pass until the new one gets to you. And I think that we need some changes. We need some changes in leadership, and we need some changes in legislation. And I'm feeling it now, you know, so excuse me there. And, you know, we just need some changes as to how this whole free ride program here in Chicago works. So, for right now, that is all that I had for you. Hopefully this will get resolved, and I'll be back to you later. You know, I'll tell you the results of what I came up with, but I'm taking you all on this journey with me, and I know that you all are with me, and hopefully I will see you again on the next episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share and comment. Peace and blessings to all.